Hey yogis, and welcome. I'm Kate. Today's going to be a free flow. We're just going to kind of see what happens. Usually when I step onto my mat for my personal practice, I don't have an idea of what I want to do. I just move and see what feels good. So we're just going to move today and see what comes up as we go. Grab a couple of blocks just to have nearby so you are ready for anything. Find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's see what happens. So we're going to start in a comfortable seat. You know what? Take your legs and stretch them out in front and give yourself a second here just to kind of roll out your ankles and wiggle your toes and get any kind of pops and cracks and tightness out. And then pull your left heel in and bring your right shin in front. And take a moment and let yourself kind of settle here. If it feels better to be sitting up on something, you can grab a blanket or a block. And take a moment to close your eyes. To relax your sitting bones down into the floor, feel your inner thighs soften. Allow your shoulders to release down away from your ears as much as they can here. And then from the tip of your tailbone up into the crown of your head, see if you can lengthen without adding tension in your body, without adding strain or stress. Just find some length. And you can let your eyes slide closed if they haven't already, and just breathe. Take a moment to let it sink in that you are here, that you've put aside this time for you. And then drink it in. The gloriousness of it. And you're going to take your fingertips out in front. You can keep your eyes closed if you want, or let them slide open. You're just going to walk your hands forward. And maybe your forearms can come down to the floor. Drop your chin to your chest. And feel your sitting bones pull back behind you. So you want to keep them rooted into the floor. And shake your head a little bit side to side. So if there's any tension in your neck, you can start to release it here. Then you're going to take your hands and walk them over to the left. And as you go, pull your right sitting bone back and down. Like you could take your hip and kind of tack it back. Continue walking your hands over to the left until your left hand comes out to the side. And then you're going to take your right arm, sweep it out, open it up, and then reach it over. Let your left ear drop toward your shoulder and give your head a little shake while you're here. Where is it sticky in your neck, and how can you start to move into that stickiness? That's it. Press into your left hand. Come all the way up. You're going to take your fingertips behind you, roll your shoulders back, and just lean back. You can hug your elbows in toward each other and rock a little bit side to side here. Yeah. Nice. All right. And then you're just going to come on up, switch, right? Bring that left shin in front, right heel in. Take a second, pause, shoulders soft, spine long. You can close your eyes again. Reconnect with your breath. Feel your inner thighs soften. Let your hips kind of acclimate. And then walk your fingertips out in front, and you can keep walking them out until you fold over your legs. You can use your hands and press into the floor, pull your sitting bones back, drop your chin to your chest, and give your head a little shake here, side to side. And walk your hands over to the right, and as you go, feel that left sitting bone pull back and down. And keep the walk going over until that right hand comes out to the side. And then sweep your left arm up and stretch it over. Feel your left sitting bone root into the mat. And let your right ear drop toward your right shoulder. Maybe give your head a little shake. Nice deep breath into the side of your neck, into this left side rib cage. and press through that right hand. Inhale, come on up. Fingertips come back behind you one more time. Roll your shoulders back. Lift up into your chest and rock it out a little bit again, side to side. Heck yes. All right, here we go. You're gonna come on up, roll over your knees, plant your hands, come on into table, and roll through some cat and cow. And if there's stickiness here, you get to work through that too. Why not? On your next exhale, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, tuck your toes, slide your hips up and back. And pedal it out here. Shake out your head, your neck. Feel your shoulder blades hug into your back. Upper arms roll in toward your ears. Draw your low belly in, and as your hands press forward and down, drag your hips up and back, like you could lengthen your torso by using those opposing forces. And then maybe those thighs start to press back. Maybe your knees stay bent. It doesn't have to be anything turbo here. Kind of setting the stage for our practice right here in down dog. Inhale, rock forward, find your plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Our baby cobra. What feels good? Roll your shoulders back. Drop your knees to the mat. Slide your hips back to your heels. Find a child's pose. Breathe here. While you're back there in child's pose, pop up onto your fingertips. Feel your upper arms lift away from the floor. Sitting bones draw back. You've got these tents for hands. Pull up them over to the right. Press that left hand a little more firmly into the floor. Drag your left hip back. Inhale, walk it through center. When you exhale, take it to the other side. Plant those right fingertips into the floor. Let your hips pull back, especially through that right side. Inhale, walk it through center. Come on up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take it up and back. You're gonna take your right leg, lift it up. Down dog split. Bend your knee and just take some circles out and around. And then in the other direction. Beautiful. Keep that knee bent. Stack your hip, open it up. Right hip on top of the left. Peel that right side open. Take your right knee, sweep it to your right tricep. Squeeze it in. Kick it up and back. Down dog split. Step it up between your thumbs. Drop your back knee. Anjaneyasana, reach up, inhale. Exhale, fingertips to the floor, shift your weight. Standing split, right foot kicks into the floor, left leg stretches back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, step your left foot next to your right and give yourself a little fold here. Halfway lift, hands to your shins or fingertips to the mat. And release, downward facing dog, step it back. Left leg's gonna kick back. Bend your knee for a second here. You got it. We're gonna make some circles. And then in the other direction. Yes, and then sweep that left knee up. Open it here. Take this left knee to your left side tricep, squeeze it in. Inhale, kick it up and straight back, down dog split. Exhale, step it forward. Anjaneyasana, back knee drops, legs plug in. Inhale, sweep it up. Sides of your body nice and long here, right? Feel your shoulders relax down. Lift through the low belly. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Shift it forward, standing split on that left foot. Press the floor away. Kick evenly through both heels. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step that right foot next to the left and fold Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and release. Press into the floor, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. Exhale, dive it right back down. Uttanasana, fold. Soften your knees if you need it. Halfway lift, long spine. Downward facing dog. Take that right leg, lift it up, stretch it back, inhale. Bend your knees, stack your hip, open it up. Right knee to that right tricep, bring it in, give a little tap, boom. Kick it up and back, inhale. We're gonna bring that right shin forward for pigeon. I love an early pigeon, I know. Take that left foot, squeegee it back. You can grab a blanket underneath your right side hip if it feels super tight. You can grab a block, slide it underneath there if you need a little extra support. Inhale, find some length. When you exhale, come out and over. Lower it down. Breathe. Soften through your shoulders. You can close your eyes. Slide your hands underneath you. You're gonna come on up. Roll onto this outer right hip. Swing your left foot forward. You're gonna kick it straight out. Grab the outer edge of your foot with your right hand. Take your left fingertips behind you. Feel your low back draw in and up. Crown Chasana, take that left hand across. Plug it in. I know if you need to bend this left knee, you can, right? Kick a little energy through your heel. And then from here, you're gonna take this left foot to the floor, rock forward, kick your right leg back. So we land in lizard with this back knee lifted, rock in and out. You got it, soften that back knee to the mat. You can stay right here on your hands. If it feels good to lower yourself down, you absolutely can. You wanna press a little bit into the ball of this left foot. Feel your inner thigh, hug gently toward your left shoulder. So it's not going completely like out to the side. Keep some engaged action through that left leg. You're going to take this right foot, sweep it behind you, walk your hands to the right, and let your left knee drop in. Toes out to the side, shins parallel. Okay, we're going to lower down. Maybe. I'm not lowering down. Not today. But you can come onto your forearms if that feels good. Oh, okay. Slide your hips back toward your heels here. And then hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to tuck your toes. Pop your feet into a Prasarita Padottanasana. Walk your hands through. And fold. Feel the arches of your feet lift. Four corners stay rooted, but the pinky toe edge is gonna plug down into the floor. Fold it here. Walk your hands back underneath you. Spin to the top of the mat. Left toes spin open. Drop that back knee. Anjaneyasana. Sweep your arms out. Reach them up. Yeah. Ardha Hanuman, hands to the floor. Slide your hips back. Rock it forward from here, standing split. Shift your weight, kick it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drag your knee in toward your nose. Kick it out, inhale. Knee to nose. Last one, kick it out. Knee to nose, step that right foot next to the left, Uttanasana. Find your fold. Halfway lift here. And let it go. Rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. Exhale, dive right back down. Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Now take that left leg. You're gonna lift it up. Stretch it back. Oh, bend your knees, stack your hip, open it up. Left knee to that left side tricep. Squeeze it in, give it a tap, slow motion. Kick up and back, inhale. Bring that shin forward. Find your pigeon. You can find some length here. Drag those legs in, inhale. Exhale, walk it forward. Maybe you lower onto the elbows, maybe onto the forearms. Keep dragging those inner thighs toward each other. And breathe. Couple more here. Nothing says love like an early pigeon. The early bird gets the worm, right? So try to relax and breathe. All right, slide your hands underneath you. Gonna roll onto this outer left hip. Step it up. Oh, we have to do our twisty thing, right? So grab your foot with your left hand. Feel your chest lift. Oh, and spin it to the right. Your heel can kick away. And your leg doesn't have to straighten. Mine certainly isn't, right? You just want to feel your low back draw in and up as you work into the twist here. In Crown Shavasana now, take that right hand to the instep. Plug it in, feel your chest lift. Kick some energy through your heel. Hell yeah. We all need a little hell yeah once in a while, right? All right, bend this knee, step it wide. Here we go, we're gonna rock forward, plant your hands, step back into lizard. And take a rock here, just for a second. And then drop that. Ooh, that back knee. Pause here, you can lower down onto your forearms, on the block, on the floor. You can stay upright if you want it. One more breath. Okay, you're gonna take this left foot, spin it over to the right, take this right knee, drop it in. You can take your knees wide, right? Feet bonk out toward each other, or out away from each other. Shins stay wide, and you can lower down onto your forearms here if that feels good. Take your booty back toward your heels. Ooh. One more breath. All right, and then come on forward, back up on your hands, tuck your toes. Pop those feet in, Prasarita Padottanasana, walk your hands through. Heels stay rooted, four corners of the feet down, and imagine that you could like drag yourself through those legs. Yeah, baby. Hands underneath your shoulders, walk toward those right toes, spin them open. Drop your back knee. Anjaneyasana, press the floor away. Inhale, take your arms, reach them up. Feel your low belly lift up, fingertips stretch to the sky, inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Ardha Hanuman, drag it back. That is it, rock it forward, standing split, shift. Take those blocks with you if you've got them. If they're useful to you, use them, right? Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, knee to nose. Kick it out. Knee to nose. One more, kick it out.
knee to nose, and then step that left foot next to your right and fold Uttanasana. Halfway lift here. And release. Press the floor away, Urdhva Hastasana. Root into those feet. Come all the way up. Reach out, stretch it up. Dive it forward. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Take your right leg, lift it up, take it back, bend your knee, stack your hip, open it up here. Take that right knee to your right tricep, squeeze it in. Kick it up and back. Bring your right shin forward like we were gonna go into pigeon. Take this left knee to your right heel, bonk, and then come on up. Oh, it's a weird balance, but we can do it. Tailbone long, hands to prayer. Tuck your left toes under. Left foot's gonna step. Press the floor away. Pull your right knee into your chest. Fingertips reach up, warrior three. Ooh. Crescent lunge. Warrior two. Straighten this left leg, inhale. Triangle, come out and over. Keep rooting through your heels. Feel your tailbone lengthen. The crown of your head stretch away. Reach that right arm up. Let this right side rib cage sink down into the left. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, we're gonna Skandasana to this back leg. Wouldn't be a free flow without a Skandasana, not gonna lie. Half moon to that front foot, shift it over, grab a block if you want it, and come on up. Ardha Chandrasana. Take that top arm, reach it alongside your ear. Windmill it all the way down to the floor, standing split. Take your left arm, windmill that up and around, revolved Ardha Chandrasana, and then bend that right knee, grab for your foot. Roll it open. Inhale, kick that right leg back, stretch your left arm forward, and then fold Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. Rock forward, find your plank. And vinyasa, we haven't done one of those in a while. Come on down. Heart forward. Feel your shoulders roll back. Downward facing dog. The fun part of the free flow is, can we remember what happened on the first side? I think we got this. Left leg's gonna lift, inhale. Bend your knee, stack your hip, open it up. Take that left knee to your left tricep, squeeze it in. Down dog split, kick it back. You're gonna bring this left shin forward like we were going into pigeon, but don't bring your right knee up to this left heel. And we pause here. Whew, okay. We good? We're good. Tuck your right toes. Step your right foot forward. Press into the floor. Come on up to stand, pull your knee in, stretch your fingertips to the sky. Warrior three. Keep your belly lifted, shoulder blades in, inner left thigh rolls toward the ceiling. Crescent lunge. Warrior two. Straighten that front leg, triangle, Trikonasana, come out and over. Feel this side body lengthen, right? So this right hip crease is gonna deepen and feel your right side body lengthen away. Top arm is gonna reach straight up. Notice if you're kind of reaching back, that it just comes straight out of your shoulder. If that feels like too much, you can always take your hand to your hip.
Press into your feet, come all the way up. And we're gonna Skandasana, right? So bend this left knee, sink your hips back. Half moon to the top of the mat. Here we go. Shift it and lift it. Maybe you want a block under your hand. It does make the world, according to Ardha Chandrasana, a very beautiful place. Press into that right foot, roll your left shoulder open. Take your top arm alongside your ear like it's a big lazy stretch through this left side. And then windmill this left hand down, maybe to the other block. Square your hips. Take your right arm, stretch it up and reach. Oh, revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Bend that top leg. Maybe you grab for the foot. Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Revolved Ardha Chandra Chapasana, right? Kick that left foot forward, or that left foot back, right arm forward. The wheels are coming off. Step your left foot next to your right and fold Uttanasana. Oh. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold again. Press the floor away, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, reach it up. One more, exhale and fold Uttanasana. Halfway lift, lengthen out. Downward facing dog, let's do it. Take your right leg, lift it up, stretch it back. Bend your knee, stack your hip, open it up. Take that right knee to your right tricep, slow and steady. Kick it up and back. And then bring your shin forward like you were gonna come into pigeon, but don't let that leg hit the floor. Slide your hips back, hook that right ankle on top of your left thigh, bend your left knee. Press your hands into the floor. Drag those hips back. And now you're gonna take your right leg, wrap it all the way around the left. Drop your left heel to the right. Shift onto your right hand. Side plank with your legs in eagle. Dun, dun, dun. Soften that left knee, sink your hips back. Press the floor away, straighten your legs, windmill your left hand onto the floor. Left side, side plank, bring that right leg into tree. Beautiful, take this right foot, step it back behind you. Wild thing, push into the floor, lift your hips. We're going for fallen triangle. Windmill this right hand down. Kick it all the way through. Lift your hips here. And then you're gonna come onto both heels. Drop your butt to the floor. Inhale, lengthen up. Ooh, my favorite move. Exhale, fold right between these feet. Little Upavista Konasana here. Press down through the tops of your thighs. Kick through your heels. Every inhale, your spine lengthens. Every exhale, you fold a little deeper. Slowly round yourself up. Take your left hand, plunk it behind you. You're gonna press into these heels. Lift your hips, come on up. Drop your butt to the floor, windmill your hands to the top of the mat, kick it up and back, downward facing dog. Rock forward into your plank, and vinyasa if you want it. Yes. All right, take your left leg, lift it up, stretch it back, inhale. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Take that left knee, slow motion to your outer left upper arm. Reach it up, stretch it back. Bring that left shin forward like you were gonna come into pigeon, but don't. Then hook that ankle on top of your right thigh. Soften your right knee, send your hips back. Wrap this left leg all the way around for eagle. Drop your right heel to the left. Shift onto your left hand, take your right arm, reach it up. Awkward, it's cool. Bend your right knee. Send your hips back. Here we go, you're gonna reach this right hand to the top of the mat.
plunk it down. Come onto the outer edge of that right foot, right side plank, left leg in tree. Press the floor away, feel that right side body lift. Take your left foot, step it back behind you. Roll it open. Wild thing. Windmill it down, kick this left foot through, fallen triangle. Come onto both heels, drop your butt to the floor, lengthen up, and fold Upavista Konasana. Tops of your thighs are gonna melt down. Keep pressing through your heels. Maybe you fold a little deeper. Maybe you find your place where you're like, okay, I'm cool right here. Yeah. Slide your hands underneath. Come on up. You're gonna take your right hand behind you. Press in your heels. Oh, lift your hips. Oh. Butt to the mat. Here we go. Windmill it all the way around. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Take your gaze forward and you're gonna walk. Maybe hop your feet up. Take your butt to the floor. Stretch your left leg out. Take your right foot, plump it up and over. Little Ardha Matsyendrasana here. Grab this right knee with your left hand. You can grab it with the forearm here. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Right sitting bone, right foot stays rooted. You're gonna twist it out. Low back draws in and up. Take a breath or two here. You got it. Inhale it through center. Exhale, come to the other side. You can walk yourself out onto your forearms. Let your right side sitting bone come right off the floor. It's okay. You can even roll toward the outer edge of your left leg. Whatever feels good, like a nice release through the low back. Walk your hands underneath you. Come on up, and you're gonna slide your hands behind you. Either fingertips point in or out to the sides. Slide this left heel in. Right foot's gonna stay flexed. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest and breathe. You can rock your hips a little bit if that feels good. And then grab the outer edge of this right foot with your left hand. Kick it out. One little twist here. And then drop that right leg to the floor, step your left foot over. You're gonna grab with the right hand or hook it around with your forearm, lengthen up, stretch some energy through this right leg, and as you root into your left sitting bone, into your left foot, take that twist, but let it be easy here, let it open up. Find length on your inhales and maybe a deeper twist on your exhale. Inhale it through center. Exhale, take your counter twist over to the right side. You can walk yourself out, maybe lower down onto the forearms if that feels good. And then slide your hands underneath you. Come on up, grab this outer edge of your foot with your right hand. I'm gonna kick it forward. One more twist, lengthen up. So you kick this left heel forward, spin your chest to the left. And then bring it back in here. You're gonna bend this left knee, bend the right one. Take a moment here, curl in. You can wrap your hands around your shins or your forearms around. Try
Drop your chin to your chest. Close your eyes. And slowly roll yourself up. You're gonna come all the way down. You can pull your knees in one more time. Give yourself a moment if there's anything else you wanna do or you need to do. You can happy baby if that works for you. Oh, actually that does work pretty well. And rock a little side to side if you're there. And then draw your knees in. And take a break. Stretch your legs out. Shoulder blades underneath you. Feet as wide as you want. Arms out to the sides. Hands on your stomach. One hand on your heart. One hand on your stomach. Whatever feels most comfortable to you today, even if it's vastly different to what you did the last time you were here on your mat. Just take a few breaths. Feel yourself relax into the floor. And allow your breath to deepen here. If you want to stay longer, please just stay right here. If you're ready, you can start to move your fingers and your toes and draw both knees into your chest. And roll to one side. And pause here. And press into the strength of your arms to make your way up. Find a comfortable seat. If you can do it with your eyes closed, extra bonus points for that. When you come on up, if your eyes have come open, just let them close. We won't take any points away. Are we getting points? I didn't even know. Take a second here. Free flow means also free brain flow. Sorry about that. Bring your palms together to Anjali Mudra and bow your head and honor your time here on the mat and your body and your breath for moving through this practice, and honor all of those times when you give into the desire to just do what feels good next, to free flow here on your mat and out in the world, right? Sometimes it's great to walk into something with a plan, right? It feels good to know what's going to happen next, but sometimes it just works out when you go with the flow. So have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a comment below if you want, and yeah, share the love. I will see you again soon.